So, how do you balance the AVOD investment around reach versus scale? What are you hearing from the market? What does sort of the publishers want to accomplish, and moreover, what are buyers expecting?
I don't necessarily think it's about reach versus scale. I think you can have everything. Listen to me. I think you can have it all. And I think the publishers just want to prove that they can reach new households over and above linear. And I think for marketers, it's about finding the right mix. That means you've got a great return on investment. That means that you're treating television like the digital channel with the breadth and the reach that we know it has, but also that you're able to measure it in close to real time and you're able to move things around. So the big thing for marketers right now, and this is where I see the CTV and the AVOD guys winning, Andy, is flexibility, transparency, and the ability to optimize. And because they came from a digital world, they're very comfortable doing that. And they're very comfortable having those types of conversations. This isn't about anymore. Is it linear? Is it AVOD? Is it CTV? Is it OTT? It's just television. And the marketer wants to know, did it work? And did I reach the right people? And are people taking action? And I think it's the flexibility and the accountability that's new. I think the AVOD platforms are leaning heavily in to measurement and attribution platforms because it's a differentiator. They can prove that their stuff is working exponentially well over and above linear. They're going to win.
So, tell us about your work with Tubi and about the project around Winn-Dixie, sort of what that was about and some of your takeaways.
Yeah, sure. The team at Tubi, some of my favorite people, and some of the most forward-thinking people in the industry. So I'm really happy to see where they've landed at Fox and just to see the unprecedented growth that they're seeing. In terms of what we did with them, Winn-Dixie is one of our favorite case studies. As you guys know, it's a Southern retail grocery store. We worked with them and their agency, USIM, and they actually didn't believe that people were going to their website. They didn't believe that there was going to be any website visitation at all. And initially, they weren't actually interested in attribution. They were just interested in reach and frequency. And using the Advantage XP platform from TVSquared, they were able to look at reach and frequency. And then we did some reach extension over linear. We did some frequency cap reporting for them. Andy, it was amazing. We were able to show 79% net new households were reached by Tubi over and above what they'd reached in linear. And what was staggering for the Winn-Dixie folk is that 54% I've actually got the stats here, 54% of exposed audiences visited the grocer's retailer's site. And because we can see new visitors, we can see returning visitors, we can see them leaving stuff in the cart, we can see them coming back and converting, they were able to get really deep into the analysis in terms of what worked and what didn't work. And what was great about the Tubi team is they're so open to changing stuff that then they could work with Winn-Dixie and USIM to just continually optimize that campaign. And that's what they did and ended up upping the spend and coming back for more, which sends a message to the industry. When you can prove that something's working, marketers will spend more money. And that's what happened here.
And Jo, finally, we've been talking about TVSquared and measurement for a few years here. How do you see the maturity of your business, your company, the emerging role and value of it in the marketplace? Where are things going, and what's the roadmap?
Yeah, great question. I mean, we've seen just unprecedented growth over the last 18 months at TVSquared. And with the launch of XP, Andy, we've got so many marketers leaning in. They don't want, and I think it speaks to the fragmentation of viewership and the fragmentation of the marketplace, right? And Remember, we're in 75 countries. So we're just now starting to see AVOD in Europe really pick up. Same thing in Australia. Our marketers want a single dashboard that they can log into on the daily and see how is their TV, all TV, performing, regardless of country, regardless of platform, and they want to look at it cross-screen, cross-device. That's where TVSquared is winning. I think, you know, also our partnerships that we've leaned into with BlockGraph, allowing us to leverage MVPD ad exposure data, our partnership with Experian to bring in audience segments. You know, it really shows the maturity of our platform. Everything is impression based now. Everything is deterministic. And we're leveraging currency grade data sets all over the world. And I think, you know, the future is bright, really bright, and the marketer holds the dollars. You have heard me multiple times say, let's create a marketplace where all sides of the trade win. And I truly believe for the first time that we can do that. I think while there are walled gardens within the individual platforms, for companies like TVSquared, we're integrated across 65 DSPs and publishers. So we can show advertisers full cross-platform measurement and attribution. We can show them on a per pub basis what's working, what's not working, and they can move dollars around. And the flexibility to be able to do that and the ability to optimize is the future. So I'm excited for the roadmap. We're bringing in other data sets. So we're expanding the outcomes to offline. We're bringing in location data. We're bringing in automotive data. It's going to be a big year for us in 2021, and we're super excited about the growth.